Hey, you guys! It's your favorite little keto goofball diamond, and today marks 6 years and 28 days of my ketogenic journey, where I have been MIA once again. I don't know how this keeps happening, except for I am drained and tired and all that good stuff, or not so good stuff, and frustrated and irritated and everything else under the sun. I'm struggling. I'm watching other people struggle, not just with keto, but with everything else. And it just seems like, I don't know if the world has stopped turning or has started turning faster and trying to shake everybody off. Not real sure, to be honest with you. But I know that things are completely crazy all the way around right now. So that's my excuse anyway. I have stuck mostly to keto. Again, I may stumble and I may fall, but I won't quit. I am no quitter by no means of the word. Even when I mess up, I dust myself off. I make my next meal keto and I keep pushing, which is what I did. So we're going to talk about it. Go ahead and get it off the table, on the table. We're going to talk about it, the elephant in the room, which happens to be me, since I hurt my own feelings today. I really did. How did I hurt my own feelings, you might ask? I messed up and watched one of my older videos. Not the super old ones where I was 300 pounds, filled up the whole screen, but one of the ones where I had not regained any weight yet. And it made me sad because, like, oh, I'm so tiny there. Not so much now. Not super, super heavy again, but I'm not as light as I should be for a 5 foot tall woman. And it showed, and I hated it, and it made me mad and sad. And like, oh, I got to get my whole life together, because it hasn't just been keto. It's been everything. I've let everything go. And again, I'm trying to build something here, but if you let everything go to build something else, is it really going to work long term? Because honestly, I'm burnt out. I love the reselling thing. I really do enjoy shopping and buying and selling and all that stuff. Except for when it's really, really hot outside, which is going to be the next 2 days, and I have to be out in it. And, you know, a cracked ankle, not the best. That's still throbbing and irritating me. And one of the problems with it is I'll wake up and it feels fine. And it'll feel fine for a while. And then I'll take a step just the wrong way, and it won't feel fine anymore. And it'll hurt and throb and ache and swell. And it's like, can this just heal already? One of the problems, I don't have a boot. I'm supposed to. They did write a prescription for it, but finances aren't so great right now for anybody, I'm sure. And like I said, I'm watching everybody around me struggle, and it sucks big time. But you know, even people with good jobs, I'm watching them struggle. Just a few years back, they would not have been struggling. They just wouldn't have. And I don't care who you are or who that pisses off. It's the truth. And oh well. But I'm watching everybody struggle, and it sucks. It really does. This is how much I'm struggling. I am no longer drinking my Diet Dr. Pepper because it costs too damn much. And I refuse to give $3 for a 2 liter. So that's just one thing. So this is just bottles of water, which I'm filling up in my sink and putting in the refrigerator and adding the little packets to, because it's way cheaper. It's also way lighter to carry. So, you know, finances had been a thing. When I initially started keto, I mean, a lot of people said it was expensive, but it didn't feel like it, you know, even though when I first started, my husband was the only one working. And then we were both working. And then even with us both working, things were getting a little bit too expensive for us to afford. And then I wasn't working, and things got harder. And he wasn't working, and things got even harder. And then, like, we're doing the resale thing. And even for the folks, like I said, that are working around me, it's really hard. So it's just like this impossible circle of everybody struggling. So, you know, most of you know what I'm talking about. It's just, everything's so expensive. And like I said, I know I'm preaching to the choir. I do know it. it wouldn't be so bad. The meat is not outrageous right now. The eggs are not outrageous right now. Being able to cook it and have time is difficult. And the things that are easy are outrageous right now. I need to start cooking just meat again and just carrying a Ziploc baggie of steak, not carrying beef. Steak or chicken I'll carry around with me in my purse. But, things are just outrageous. I have been eating mostly hot dogs in a bowl, because that's a cheap and easy hot meal. And then I've been toasting, which I'm going to have to throw my toaster oven out. It's either haunted or sparking. I don't know what's going on inside of it. But that was expensive, and I can't buy another one right now. It's just like I got a TV with lines that thick running through it right now. Can't worry about that. Just going to have to look at Dean Winchester with big old lines through his face. And hopefully he steps to the side on occasion. That's all. But I've been toasting ham and cheese sandwiches on keto bread, which is crazy, ridiculous, expensive. And yeah, I could eat ham and cheese roll-ups, but I can't afford ham and cheese like that to fill myself up. It's getting stupid. Even the little hot wings that I started my journey on, they were like $2.50. Then they were $3.60. Now they're almost $5 a piece. And like, I sent Corey to get some the other day, and I gave her the money to get it with, because she was going there. And she called me. She said, "Mama, 4 packs of those was almost $20." I was like, I know. I knew when I gave you the money, honey. She's like, "Really?" I was like, it's just what it is. It's like that keto bread being $7 a loaf. And if you have to eat it, and that's your main source, that gets expensive quick. I need to start eating more salads and stuff. But I swear, I think something with the salads is messing with me. Definitely bloating me, and it don't make no sense, because I've ate lettuce my entire life without bloating. Now, collard greens, that's another story. I love them. I love them so much. I love some collard greens and some hot wings sitting right beside each other with some ranch. Not on the collard greens, but on the, y'all know. But they do bloat me. And that's just one of those things I have to deal with if I'm going to eat them. But anyway, times is hard. We're all dealing with it. We're all in the same boat, right? The ankle thing, I don't know what to do about that. It is just, I have no choice. I have to get out. I have to make money some way, somehow. eBay is picking up for me a little bit. I'm learning, and I'm going to post a video, a reselling video, but I'm going to do it on my formerly known as Diamond Explorers channel. All the other videos have been here, but I think that's hurting my keto channel by posting them here, and that is not fair. But again, some people are in a niche. They like a certain thing, and if you're not posting just that certain thing, they leave. In which, you don't care in a way, but in another way, it still sucks. So I'm going to try to start posting them over there and separating the content, and do like the Goodwill hauls and the explorations and everything on the Diamond Explorers channel. That way I can just give you guys keto. So for the most part, I did really, really great on keto, even though it was dirty, lazy keto, expensive crap keto. The hot dogs aren't. That's one reason I went with a lot of the hot dogs in a bowl, because my husband can eat 3 hot dogs and I can eat, a hot dog bowl, and we both can eat the same meal. It's not super expensive, weenies, bun, chili, whatever, but it still sucks. And I got sick of them after a very short time. Haven't ate any in about a week, but we had bought some and we had some today. Now if I eat them again and again, I'll get sick of them very quickly. So that taste was bitter. I don't think I shook it good enough. Oh, these little water bottles suck. It's also coming to that time of year again where everybody's going to get sick. And that sucks too. And half the people I know, not directly around me, have the C word. I'm not even sure if I can say that on YouTube yet. But they have that. And then nobody seems to be too bad with it this time though. Just not doing too well. Not doing too horrible with it this time around. And then like Destiny and them had it several weeks ago, I believe. Might have been a month. It's been a little while. So it's going around again. The flu will start going around soon if it goes around this time again. Gonna leave that there and leave that alone. But of course, allergy season 2, stuff's gonna bloom and stuff's gonna die, and yay. And then hopefully soon, very soon, the humidity will go away and all our skin will get dry and cracked. It's something to look forward to, ain't it? Oh my God, let me tell y'all something. Tuesday, we went to an open air market, aka flea market, shut up. We're gonna call it open air markets. But we went to an open air market and set out. Luckily, we made our money early because I'm starting to learn to cater to the people that come out early. So we made as much as we're gonna make at that place early on a Tuesday. By 10:30 in the morning, it felt like it was 3:30 p.m. air. It was so hot out there. That was the first time I literally thought about just getting in the van and waiting until like nighttime to clean up the mess and to pack the van back up, because it was bad. I mean, like dripping in sweat trying to wrap a package bad. Like you couldn't just sit there in front of a fan and be peaceful at all. It was hot. And since we're going out this weekend, there's going to be, we taking the cooler. Of course, we sell ice water. I freeze that ice water too, so it's really good and cold when they get it. But we taking the cooler with our own personal gallon jug of ice water and some towels. That way when we go to set up, put everything up, we can just dip that towel in some cold water and wrap it around us and hopefully keep some of the heat at bay, because it was miserable. And we almost got arrested too. Not at the time, but later that day. Yeah, it was later that day. First, let me tell you about the keto, because I got off on a tangent. Anyway, for the most part, I got my weight beat down to 186 and stayed there. I stayed there for like 3 days. Don't know what it was this morning, because last night my daddy picked up my grandson and bought him 3 huge bags of candy, which were laying in front of me as I was going to bed, because my grandson was near me. But he was playing on a game or something, and he was eating candy mindlessly, and somehow I just started eating candy. I don't even care for candy that much. It's not my thing. I've never been big on Laffy Taffy and stuff like that, but I just ate handsful of Laffy Taffy. Little jelly bean like Laffy Taffy though, not actual Laffy Taffy, and it was all right. I don't know why I did it. I did have enough common sense not to get on the scale this morning and just depress myself, because that's what would have happened. I didn't feel bad. I didn't feel like I gained anything from it, but I'm sure I did. But yeah, I just, I thought about it and I was like, nope, things are bad enough. We're not going to step on that. We're not going to find out. I should have, because I planned to film a video. And the last 3 days I've planned to film one too, but life. Like I said, I had my grandson. We've had our grand dog. It's a silly term, really, but how else do you explain it? It's my son's dog. They this year, their company paid for a trip to the zoo for him and his family. They do it usually at Carowinds, but it's hot and miserable. Of course, I can't imagine the zoo was no less hot or miserable, because that is like a 4-hour walk. At least at Carowinds, there is a water park. But they did the zoo this year. And the North Carolina Zoo is nothing to be scoffed at. It's beautiful, huge. Like I said, 4-hour walk. And they took the tram back. So, huge. But they couldn't leave Milo alone. I'm going to show you a little clip of that in just a minute. And something else that happened. But first, I'm going to tell you about how we almost got arrested. And it wasn't really my fault, but still, nevertheless. Alright, so we went to this discount store, which I've showed you guys or talked to you guys about before. I'm not going to name names or anything like that, but poor customer service turned into a bad situation. We had went up there, and it's a discount store. Things they get from Target, big box stores that people have returned, or the packaging was messed up. And I've started noticing lately it's even falling off heel worse than, normal. But they're selling like Transformers and Spider-Man and stuff like that, with no heads, with noticeably no heads. The head is gone of all of those toys on the shelves, and they're still trying to sell them. But regardless, it's a junk store basically, but it had a lot of cheap foods and stuff in there, a lot of keto stuff. Some of it was still in date, or well, mostly what I picked up were still in date, but there were reviews of stuff being out of date for 8 months and smart ass comments about their reviews, and it probably should have dawned on me that these weren't necessarily the best folks. But anyway, we bought 2 jumbo umbrellas, which are basically the type that stick in the ground with the poles, big old beach umbrella kind of deals. So we bought 2 of them for $12. So they weren't expensive. They're $24 new, so half off, you know. One of them was in perfect condition, but when we set out Tuesday and put the other one up, it was shredded. I mean, absolutely shredded. It still had dirt all around it and up it. It looked like somebody had had an umbrella and beat it to death and put it back in a new package and returned it to Target. And I think most of their stuff comes from Target. So anyway, I was reading the reviews, and we decided to head up there because the reviews said that they, their own reviews, when somebody complained, okay, bought a cell phone charger and it was crushed, they said, oh, just bring it back, we'll return it for a full refund. And there were several reviews like that of things being messed up. And I was like, okay, well, they will at least offer a full refund. We got the receipt, just bought it yesterday. So, you know, all good, right? And that was Monday, I'm sorry, because we bought it on Sunday and we returned it on Monday. Well, get up there, and the lady's like, she's like starting on a refund. She said, oh, you paid with cash. We don't give cash refunds. What? Well, your own words say you do, but I was like, whatever, you know, I shop here sometimes anyway. So I didn't tell my husband about it, who got upset about it. A little more than I would have thought, but he was upset about it. He said, no, we paid with cash. You offer returns, and now you're saying your policy says you do not do cash returns, only store credit. We didn't pay with credit. We didn't come in here and offer a service for this item. And you claim, and they were saying, well, we check our items. We just didn't check this one, apparently. And since the reviews say that there's quite a few broken items, clearly they don't. Too good anyway. Now, we're resellers. They're resellers, basically. Well, they are. They're just a reseller in a store. And we're resellers like in open air markets and eBay. Well, if I sell something that is that damaged and I didn't check it first, that's on me, and I really should give them their money back. And I probably would. I don't think I've had that situation because normally we check it. If it's a toy with batteries and we tell you that it works, then either it works, the batteries died, or I need to give you your money back because I didn't check it, because normally I check it. But I'm not going to tell you something works that I don't know that does. But normally when we get toys in that require batteries, I change them, or my husband changes them. And 1 or 2 might slip through, but we won't tell the customer. We know for a fact that it works. Generally, the batteries are still good when they get them. But if something's wrong, I want to make it right because I want repeat business. Clearly, they didn't care. So my husband tells her, no, we want our money back. She instantly says, you know what? My husband can deal with you. And she calls her husband over, who instantly is angry. He's just like angry off the bat. He starts pushing his weight around and acting like he's this big dude. He gets in my husband's face and he's like, do something about it. Do something about it. My husband's like, we're going to get our money back one way or the other. Oh yeah? How's that going to be? So, I mean, like, dudes their bellies are touching. And I'm over here going, you know what? It's fine. Calm down. This is not necessary. I'm trying to be level-headed here. And I'm like, look, this is wrong. This is theft. You can't steal from people. And you are. And right now, money is really hard to come by, as I was explaining. So, yeah, it's messed up. I want my money back. Anyway, there's this loud argument and confrontation. Dude's like, hit me. I'm like, really? You were trying? I think what he was trying to do was at least have a reason to get him arrested. And they did call the law. They called the police and told us to get out of the store. So here's the thing. They kept the umbrella and our money. So now they're stealing, like legitimately stealing. So the cops come. The only thing that happened was that they gave us our money back, and we were told to never come back on the property. Like I would ever spend another red cent with these people. Dude was like if tattoos called roid rage. That's that. I mean, he was just like pissed off. And he was covered in tattoos. So that's why I put it like that. But of course, Destiny is too, and a lot of people are, and I don't think that makes you angry. But considering he was covered, and it was like tattoos caused him to have roid rage. I don't even know, but he was very angry, and yeah, my husband wasn't very nice either. I'm not gonna make excuses or say he was an angel or a saint in the situation because he was pissed. But at the same time, poor customer service led to us almost getting arrested. But thank heavens the situation was dealt with calmly by police officers with common sense, and they're just like, okay, so what happened? And I told them, and he said, but nobody hit anybody, nobody touched anybody. He was like, well, they were belly to belly, but nobody swung. Although old boy was trying his damnedest, and I know what that is. That's somebody trying to goat you into a fight so they have a reason. Dude was just angry, and here's the biggest rub of it all. I said, well, you know what? They said they don't make their policies. I was like, okay, well, who does? Our co-owners. Okay, well, can I speak to your co-owners who make the policy? They're old people. They live at the beach. And then they said, this is a family business. I said, so your family? They said, yes. I said, okay, so AKA, your mama and daddy own the store, let you run it, and you get by with murder. There will be no repercussions. That's what that is. You can't be fired. Gotcha. But anyway, I did like that store until I had to talk to the people that run it. I felt so sorry for the poor cashier, the young man. He's like new. He didn't have any return powers or anything like that. And he's just over here going. And I felt so bad for him. But yeah, screw them, man. Their reviews are not that great no more. I had to leave one. And I left it very honestly, you know, but man, that's the first time I ever had somebody call the cops on me. Technically on him, but still, I was involved. But a lot of times people will threaten you with the cops so that you'll leave because a lot of people have warrants and different things like that and don't want to tangle with them. Me, I ain't never been arrested, so go ahead, bring it on. You know? But I've been in handcuffs a couple times. Not necessarily. We're going to leave that there. Going to leave it alone on both sides. Anyway, let me show you the clips I've got because this is getting really long-winded. I'm good at that. Damn, am I good at that. You know, honestly, I rarely get surprised by the things people do or say anymore at all. But I just got a new one. Hey, ma'am. Yeah, hun. You got some pretty feet. I don't, but, you know, thank you. I just said thank you, but, yeah, I get that there are people with feet fetishes out there, but feet are ugly. I don't know that I've ever looked at a pair of feet and went, ooh, those are pretty. Now, I might have said pretty toenail polish, pretty shoes, pretty toe rings, pretty anklet. Don't think I've ever said pretty feet, except for to a baby. You know, they get the little flat, fat Flintstone feet, in which that's what I've got. I've got fat Flintstone feet. By the way, while we're at it, I'm going to tell y'all something. See, my mama got itty-bitty feet. Well, they're not itty-bitty now. They swell a lot. So she went from wearing a size 6 all her life to a size 9 or 10. You know, that's swelling. That's different completely. But I always wondered why I got these big, fat Flintstone flipper feet. And my daddy the other day told me he wears size 9.5 triple E's. Like, it's your fault. It's your fault. But, like, you know, no, I don't have pretty feet. Pretty toenail polish today. I will say that. It matches this one, but yeah. Took me off guard. 187.6 and what's it, Thursday morning, I think. I had you guys sausage and eggs. It's a couple bubble yellow eggs, but I also added some scrambled because there was some left over when I made my husband's egg sandwiches. Yeah, I might actually make some more scrambled eggs. It depends on if I'm still hungry when I get done. I heated up a Quest bar in the toaster oven to make it softer. It works pretty good. Look who we're puppy sitting today. Hi. Hi, Milo. So I love loves. I got to be petted and held. And they had to bring him here because if they leave him alone, he just does the husky scream all day. And the little shit is litter box trained with wood chips. She has a husky with pretty blue eyes and pink ears. It's the prettiest little stuffed animal doggy ever. So cute. Alright, so my first meal was a sandwich, a keto bread sandwich with ham and cheese, put in the toaster oven. This is like hot dogs in a bowl, chili cheese, ketchup and mayonnaise, sugar-free ketchup, and I'm gonna eat. So how tall does my car look? It's just a whole Shiva Doug beside the car. Huh, pretty feet. People are weird. Just very weird. Ain't nothing pretty about these jobs here, man. I'm telling you, I got these super extra. No. And knowing me, they were probably swollen to boot. Pretty nail polish though. But yeah, it's sparkly red. But nothing pretty about my feet. Or anybody else's for that matter. I've been thinking about starting one of those feet OnlyFans, just see what happens. Because folks are weird. I got no problem with showing my bare naked feet covered in mud and stuff. You stop breathing hard at me. I'll let you out in a second. I love my dog. That one anyway, the other one. Did you see the hole she dug? Always. And we fill it in and she digs it right beside the Mini Cooper door again. Just so she can squeeze her big old booty underneath the damn car. Drives me nuts. Alright, you guys, so that's all I got for you. Oh, no, one other thing. So I want to upload kind of every day, but I never do it because the uploading part of the process takes a long time, and I usually pass out, and it's the next morning before I realize. And then, like, y'all are seeing me yawning and sleepy. You guys are fresh-faced and beautiful, and you're wide awake, and I'm over here doing this disservice to you, making you tireder. But I have forgotten for some reason, somehow, that I don't have to upload. That I can go live. I can just go live. So look forward to that. Especially on those days when I'm super hot and tired. I'm just going to click this sucker on and we're going to talk. And that actually might be better anyway. That way I can answer keto questions for people and actually help people again. Because the way I'm doing things, they helping me or nobody else. So at least then I can use some of this vast knowledge that I have forgotten most of to help people. Okay, I'll call. Calm down. All right, so I also look forward to me uploading a reselling video over on the other channel. I'm going to drop the daggone link in the daggone description. Dang on it. Like, subscribe, share, and ring that bell, and go visit the other channel. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell to that one too if you're interested in those videos. If you're not, don't. Whatever. Gosh. All right, y'all. Oh, quick update on Jacob. He's doing much better. He's still needing a lot of help, a lot of physical therapy, but he seems to be doing much better. He still needs a ton of prayers because he's got a long way to go. But thus far, it looks like he's going to survive. So that's a miracle in itself. Much love, many prayers. Night, y'all.